Bitcoin is breaking out towards the downside, but in my opinion, this is going to be a massive bear trap. I am still sitting in my Bitcoin long position. I'm going to be exactly explaining why you should not be getting fooled right now and exactly what I think is going to be happening next. Because on that weekly time frame, we have just closed our weekly candle extremely bullish. We need to be talking about that exactly, about Ethereum and much more in this video, so make sure to push up that like button, and as always, let's have a look into what's that short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that we broke out towards the upside, formed a new consolidation. Of course, that price target is still sitting above us, but we have formed a new consolidation in between of this support and in between of this resistance. This is exactly what we have been expecting for the Bitcoin price. We have been expecting another move towards the upside being created, then a consolidation, and after that consolidation, another move towards the upside. But actually in the short term, we are seeing a little bit of a breakdown right now. And Bitcoin has once again been trading towards the downside because of that CME gap down below us. Of course, 99% of these CME gaps tend to get filled. We do still have a CME gap down below us right here. But like I've been talking about, well, probably these CME gaps are just going to be traps, because in the last cycle, we also created two CME gaps down below us, and that was actually the moment where we blasted off towards the upside and broke above that previous all-time high. But anyways, yes, Bitcoin has been seeing this break towards the downside, but in my opinion, you should not be getting fooled because of this break towards the downside. I think that nothing has really changed from our game plan, and still, we are going to be seeing another move towards the upside being created. I am going to be telling you exactly why I do think so, and as long as we can be trading above this level of support, well, I think there's not going to be any reason to really start to be panicking. Because, well, as long as that is going to be happening, well, we are actually still trading inside of our consolidation range, and we are just still trading in between of this support and in between of this resistance, and it is just going to be a matter of which level is going to be getting broken first. If we are first going to be breaking above this level of resistance, well then obviously new all-time highs are going to be getting reached. But if we are going to be breaking back below this level of support, well, that is going to be the moment where we should be starting to panic and we should be starting to worry just a little bit more. And we can actually also be seeing that on the Bollinger Bands indicator, we are getting squeezed in massively. Just like we did over here, well, whenever the Bollinger Bands are squeezing us in massively, well, that is going to be indicating that a huge Bitcoin move is about to come, either towards the upside or towards the downside. Well, huge volatility is about to be incoming. Right now we are seeing that, so anytime soon we could probably be seeing a breakout in either direction. And I do think towards the upside is going to be more likely, because of course we still have that price target still sitting above us. A lot of Bitcoin liquidity is right now starting to get formed towards the upside, and Bitcoin tends to go towards a level where the majority of the liquidity is actually sitting at. On top of that, while we are trading at these highs over here, the Bitcoin funding rates are actually still trading very, very low, which is indicating that majority of the market is actually not euphoric. There are actually a lot of people trying to be shorting the Bitcoin price. And while we can also be seeing this, of course, in the Bitcoin liquidity, that is definitely starting to get formed towards the upside. And this is always going to be a very good signal in the Bitcoin bull market. And on top of that, we can also be seeing that yesterday night, we actually pushed towards the upside because of our weekly candle close. Of course, we have been talking about this fact, but the weekly candle close has been extremely bullish for Bitcoin, so we need to be talking about that exactly a little bit later, but this is just going to be another reason why I do think that a move towards the upside is actually going to be more likely. But yeah, before talking about that exactly, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself, make sure to check out that link down below, because you can right now be claiming this $40,000 deposit bonus. Without this link, it is only going to be $400, and this is basically just going to be free money and free trading capital, where with this money, you can be opening a free trading position or even buy up new altcoins. So make sure to check out that link down below. Now, for the short term, yes, it is still looking great in my opinion. As long as we are going to be holding this level of support, there's nothing to really worry about, and I still do think that we are going to be seeing this move towards the upside being created. Now, for the longer term, it is looking even better because we have just had our weekly candle close above that previous all-time high. Now, of course, I've been talking about the fact that whenever we are going to be breaking above that previous all-time high with a weekly candle close, that is going to be the moment where we are going to be starting to go exponential. Now, in the short term, we are not really seeing this happening yet. So let's see if for the short term, this is actually going to be another fake out, that we are just going to be getting another move back towards the downside, or if we are really going to be starting to go exponential, just like in the last cycle. Well, anyways, I think something like this is about to happen. Maybe in the short term, we can be getting another correction back towards the downside. But either way, I think that we are going to be going absolutely exponential anytime soon. So yeah, that has been the reason why I'm just going to be preparing myself with this Bitcoin long position, because I just do not want to be missing out on that massive next Bitcoin move. But anyways, having a look into what's Ethereum, well, I also think that Ethereum is going to be outperforming Bitcoin anytime soon. Now, Ethereum is still holding up very well in the short term. It is still trading inside of this ascending triangle. Bitcoin, of course, already had this break towards the downside. But while Ethereum in the short term is actually holding up quite a lot better. Now, I do actually think that it is only going to be a matter of time before Ethereum will actually start to outperform, because of course of that spot Ethereum ETF that is going to be coming in. Now, many people are actually not talking about this fact and not really aware of this fact, but literally I still remember at these stages, at these lows over here, literally the Bitcoin price was getting suppressed towards the downside for these institutions to be buying up even more cheap Bitcoin. I was talking about this fact many times, but right now the same exact thing is actually happening with Ethereum. It is getting suppressed towards the downside compared to Bitcoin, but I think that anytime soon, whenever we are going to be getting our spot Ethereum ETF, this is about to change, and I think at that moment, Ethereum is going to go absolutely exponential and absolutely parabolic. Now, also, in the short term, Ethereum is actually holding up quite well and quite nice, which is definitely very good to have a look in towards. But anyways, yeah, with that being said, do not fall for this Bitcoin trap right now with this small little breakdown. And if you do want to be staying up to date about every single market development, make sure to be following me over on Twitter. And with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.